I think a lot of you might have already experienced this, but if you really want to talk about something, at least in the political domain, you cannot talk about it very easily because the layers of political correctness that you must overcome in order to speak that are just immense. So there's only one way to tackle this problem is to just say it outright in the open. Okay, and even if you talk about any given issue, it's very difficult to talk about that issue in an objective sense without being politically incorrect. And I don't know where is this coming from, but yes, our country, very similar to the European countries, our country is going through this epidemic of political correctness. Now, I'm not old enough to know whether we have been doing this since the transfer of power in 1947, but since the time that I have been following politics and I have learned a few thing or two about politics, about political parties, I have seen that people tend to be politically correct. But that is besides the point. Right now, I want to talk about the contemporary society in Bharat. Okay. Now, it is going to take a lot of delayering, meaning there is layer upon layer. But let's try to talk about the civil society. Civil society, by its very definition, is people trying to coexist together. जिसे हम एक हिंदी में सभ्यता कहते हैं, meaning civilization. Civilization is basically people trying to coexist without, falling into this compulsive hard wiring of killing each other at disagreements. Because if we were hunters and gatherers, if we lived like them, a simple disagreement would prompt the other person to just kill the other person, and then that disagreement would be gone. But now, since we are in a civilized world, we are a civilization, so we must stick by certain rules. Those rules can be given the name of code of conduct. ऐसे हिंदी में आचार संहिता कहते हैं. Code of conduct basically says that these are the rules that you must follow. These are the laws that you must abide by if you wish to coexist with your fellow humans.